Good morning, everybody. We are going to learn history, which is a chapter going on. Chapter number 1, the French Revolution. This is part number 3. In the previous parts, we have seen a lot of initiatives by different kinds of people. We have seen, first of all, in the first part, we learned about the social structure and the causes of the French Revolution. We came to know that social structure is the main cause or the root cause of the French Revolution, and the immediate cause of the French Revolution we could see in the second part. What was that? It was the Estates General. And now we are moving to the third part. In third part, what we are going to learn, do you know? Have a look here for the contents. What are the things which are included in this part? Number 1, there is only main theme, that is France abolishes monarchy and it becomes a republic. This is what the content of part number 3, and it has 2 subheadings, the reign of terror and a directory rules France. So we are moving ahead to the incidents which happened after 1791. What were the incidents happened after 1791? What happened in 1791, do you remember? France became a constitutional monarchy. A constitution was framed by the National Assembly after the Tennis Court oath, and now the monarch had to rule France according to the constitution. So now we are going to see what were the changes happened after 1791. Okay, first one, what happened? The ruler Louis XVI, he was not ready to sign the constitution, but he was forced to sign the constitution. So what did he do? He made a secret negotiation with the ruler of Prussia. What did he do? He was not ready to accept these changes, so he entered into a secret negotiation with the king of Prussia and the rulers of other neighboring countries too. They also were worried by the developments in France and made plans to send troops to put down the events that had been taking place there since the summer of 1789. Louis XVI was joined by some other rulers in the neighboring territories because they also did not want to bring these changes. They had a fear that if such incidents like of France happened in their territories, that would be a threat to their survival. So what did they do? They sent their army. They came together, they grouped together, and they prepared an army to control the situation, to control the revolutionaries. But what happened? Before this could happen, the National Assembly of France took the decision for a war against Prussia and Austria. Louis XVI entered into a negotiation with the ruler of Prussia, and all of them met together and they decided to appoint or to send a troop of army to control the situation in France. But before this army reached Paris, what happened? National Assembly of France declared a war against Prussia and Austria. Are you getting me? Okay. Then thousands of volunteers thronged from the provinces to join the army. There were a large number of people who were ready to join the army. Why? Because they saw this as a war of the people against the kings and aristocracies of Europe. There were a large number of people who joined in the army to fight against Prussia and Austria, because Prussia and Austria also were very powerful during that time, and these people wanted to eliminate monarchy there. That is why they joined very interestingly in the army. And what else was done? National anthem was composed. What is the national anthem of France? Marseillaise. This Marseillaise was composed during this period, and there were a large number of other patriotic songs composed. And do you know who composed this national anthem of France? It was Roger de Lisle. Roger de Lisle was a person who composed the national anthem for France. Okay, and the revolutionaries, they were inspired by these types of patriotic songs, and they marched to Paris. Okay, and they started revolting there. Once we have seen that revolution occurred in France in 1789. Then a lot of incidents followed it. France became a constitutional monarchy in 1791, and in 1791, after during that time also there were revolutions conducted in various parts of France. This is what it tells. Clear? Then what happened as a result? There were losses and economic difficulties to the common people. Common people had to face a lot of difficulties, economic difficulties particularly. Why? Because all the men were going to the battlefield to fight for their nation. Only women were left at home, and these women had to cope up with the task of earning of a living, and they had to take care of their families. Okay, so they, after a particular time period, there were many people who tried to withdraw from the war because their economic condition was deteriorated day by day. Their economic condition deteriorated day by day. As a result, they wanted to withdraw from the war. Okay, but it was not allowed. Why? People were convinced to form the political clubs. There were a large number of political clubs formed during that time. Why these political clubs formed, do you know? Because these common people were tried to convince, they were convinced that they should not stop the revolution. They had to carry on the revolution so that they could bring some changes in France. This message was sent all over Europe, particularly in France. Okay, so why it was done? Do you know why sudden revolution was done by the people, conducted by the people? There were some changes made in 1791. France became a constitutional monarchy now. France became a constitutional monarchy. Then also people conducted revolution. Do you know what was the reason behind it? It was only because of one step adopted by the middle class. What was that? They framed the constitution for France, and they gave the right to vote to only the property owners. Only the people who had property could cast the vote. I told you in the second part. So this made the people angry. They were familiar with some of the ideas like equality and freedom. Now they were convinced that it is their right to vote. So to get their voting right, they conducted this revolution, and they formed large number of political clubs. Okay, now we are going to learn about these political clubs. The most important political club was the Jacobin Club. Clear? Why this club got its name, do you know? This club got its name from the former convent. There was a convent of Saint Jacob in Paris. Paris is the capital of France today, and in Paris there was a convent. What is a convent, do you know? It is a building where a community of people who are devoted to a religious life, particularly the Christian missionaries live. That place is called as, that building is called as convent. There was a convent at Paris which was named as Saint Jacob. So from that name they adopted the name for their club. That club came to be called as Jacobin Club, and we will learn about Jacobin Club now. It was the most successful political club formed in France. Jacobin Club was the most successful political club formed in France. I told you there were large number of clubs formed. To have this political uprising, people were convinced and they started forming clubs, political clubs and associations, and the most important association was Jacobin Club. The members of the Jacobin Club belonged to the less prosperous sections of the society. The members of the Jacobin Club belonged to the less prosperous section of the society. Less prosperous section, they were not rich people. Let us see who were they. They were the people, they included the small shopkeepers, artisans such as shoemakers, pastry cooks, watchmakers, printers, as well as servants and daily wage workers. They all are common people who belong to the lowest bracket of the society. They did not, this Jacobin Club was not not a club of the rich people. This club was formed by the poor people only. Okay, that is what its importance. Their leader was Maximilien Robespierre. Who was the leader? Maximilien Robespierre. Commonly, we will take the name Robespierre. Okay, Robespierre was the leader of the Jacobin Club, and almost all the leaders, all the members of the Jacobin Club were the common people. A large group among the Jacobins decided to start wearing long strip trousers similar to those worn by the dock workers in the shipyard. In the dock workers and the ships and in the shipyards, the dock workers used to wear a particular type of cloth. What was that? Long strip trousers which had stripes in it. And this Jacobin club's members also started wearing this type of cloth. Why did they start wearing these types of clothes? Let us see. What was the reason? This was to set themselves apart from the fashionable sections of the society, especially the nobles who wore knee breeches. They wanted to make themselves different from the fashionable sections of the society. Who were the fashionable sections of the society? The second estate, particularly the nobles. They were the fashionable sections of the society who wore knee breeches. Now these people, these Jacobin club's members, they started wearing the dress without knee breeches. Okay, thus they came to be called as sans-culottes. Who are sans-culottes? The members of the Jacobin club who preferred the clothes without knee breeches came to be called as sans-culottes. Men started wearing a red cap that symbolized liberty. Along with this cloth, stripped cloths, what did the men wear? The men wore red cap also. I told you in the previous section, previous part about red Phrygian cap. I told you, that indicates the end of slavery, right? So that is what liberty, freedom, that symbolized. This red cap, red Phrygian cap was worn by only men. That is what more important. Women were not allowed to wear the red cap. Why? What does it indicate? It indicates that women were not free. They did not have liberty. That is why women were not allowed to use the red cap. Only men among the Jacobin club started wearing the red cap, red Phrygian cap. Okay, this is about the Jacobin club. You have got a lot of information about the Jacobin club, I think. Okay, you have to learn it, right? Now we will see the revolution by the Jacobin club. What was Jacobin club? A club, the most successful political club formed in France. That was Jacobin club, and they also conducted a revolution in France. Now we are going to learn about that revolution. In the summers of 1792, they planned for a revolution due to the short supplies and high prices of food. We were at which age? Which year? 1791. Now we are discussing about the summers of 1792. What happened in the summer of 1792? The Jacobin club planned for a revolution. Why did they plan for a revolution? Due to the short supplies and high prices of food. The people could not afford, the common people could not afford the prices of the food. There was a bad harvest and the supply was short, and the prices of the food grains rose day by day. It was not affordable to the common people. That is why they planned to have a revolution in the summer of 1792. They stormed to the palace of Tuileries on 10th of August. On 10th of August 1792, these people, these Jacobins, stormed. You take care of that word. What is storm? You know it. Okay, they stormed to the palace of Tuileries on 10th of August, and you can imagine what was its result. They massacred the king's guards and held the king as a hostage for several hours. King became under their custody for many hours, and later the assembly voted to imprison the royal family. First, guard of the king was executed, then the king came under their control, then the royal family were imprisoned. The members of the royal family were imprisoned by the assembly. Okay, then what happened? They conducted elections, and all men above 21 years of age were given the right to vote. Before that, in 1791, what was the voting right? Who got the voting right? All the men who were the property owners got the right to vote, about 21 years. But now this time in 1792, as a result of a revolution by the Jacobin Club, what change was done? All the men about 21 years and above, all the men, whether you are property owner or you don't own a property, all the men above, only men, take care, women did not get the right to vote even that time. Okay, this was one of the major steps they adopted just after the revolution when they got power. Now there were a series of incidents occurred in France. A lot of changes were made by the Jacobin Club in France. We are going to see that. This is convention. The heading is given convention. What is convention? The newly elected assembly was called as convention. What was the newly elected assembly? This Jacobins conducted the revolution, imprisoned the king and his family. Then they vote for an assembly, and that assembly was called as convention. The name of that assembly is convention. Okay, and what did they do? It abolished monarchy on 21st September 1792 and declared France as a republic. What was the first change it made? Conducted the election. And now that elected assembly came to be called as convention, and the convention declared France as a republic on 21st of September 1792. Clear? So what is a republic that you know? Government is elected by the people, and the head of the country also is an elected one. That is what a republic. It means that now France would not have monarchy. There would not be any hereditary monarchy in France. Only what type of government would be there? A republic. An elected government would be there in France. That was a change, major change they brought. Okay, then Louis XVI was sentenced to death. He was trialed by a court on charge of treason. What is treason, do you know? Betrayal of one's own country, one's country or government. When we betray our country or our government, that is known as treason. Okay, for the charge of treason, he was sentenced to death by the convention, and on 21st of January 1793 he was executed publicly at the palace. Okay, and finally his queen, who was his queen? Mary Antoinette. Mary Antoinette also had the same fate after some time. So I think this story came to an end. You may feel it. Convention, how was it originated? Many clubs were formed in France. First of all, we have to start with 1789, revolution conducted. Then what happened? Tennis court oath, National Assembly, drafted constitution. 1791, France became a constitutional monarchy, but voting right was given only to the property owners. People were not satisfied with it, so they started forming the political clubs. The most important political club was Jacobin Club, whose members were from the poor background. Okay, common people were there, and now they started acting against the government. They, in the summer of 1792, they stormed the palace, and king and all the royal members came under their custody. They conducted election, and the newly elected government came to be called as convention, and they declared France. The convention declared France as a republic in 1792. First of all monarchy, then constitutional monarchy. Now France became a republic. Then what did they do? Louis XVI has all the family members were sentenced to death. Okay, story is not over. They had a lot of other things to do. What are the other things they did? Let us see. Here something is written, the reign of terror. You may not get any idea about the heading. I will tell you what is it with the help of the points. The period of 1793 and 94 is referred as the reign of terror. Convention came into power in 1792. Afterwards, for the next 2 years in France is referred as the reign of terror. Why? because Robespierre followed a policy of severe control and punishment. Why this period is known as the Reign of Terror? Because Robespierre followed a policy of severe control and punishment. Tell me, who was Robespierre? He was the leader of Jacobin Club. Now he became the ruler of France. Convention was led by Robespierre, Maximilien Robespierre. What did he do? All those people who opposed the republic were guillotined. What is guillotine? Do you know? It was a traditional method of killing the people. All the political prisoners were guillotined under Louis XVI. There was a system which was made by wood. A frame was made and the people were beheaded in that guillotine. That process was known as guillotine, that activity. So all those people who opposed the convention, they were guillotined, they were killed, they were executed very cruelly by Robespierre, by the convention. Clear? And people were arrested, they were imprisoned, then they were tried by a tribunal, then they were guillotined. Got it now? Very cruelly he ruled France. That is why that period is known as the Reign of Terror. This is not the only one policy he adopted. There was a chain of policies he adopted during that time. Have a look here. What were they? He placed maximum ceiling of wages and prices. Means he fixed the wage of the people and the prices of the goods. Then meat and bread were rationed. Now the people, the first and second estate could not have more amount of meat or bread. It was rationed, that all the families were decided. It was decided that you are able to consume this much only. The quantity was fixed. Then peasants were forced to sell their grain at the rate fixed by the government. Now the peasants were not able to sell their goods to any other ones. They had to sell their grain at the rate fixed by the government. Fixed rate was brought by Robespierre. Okay, next what was done? What was the next step? Equality of bread was implemented. What is equality of bread? Do you know? The people of the first and second estate used to eat bread of good quality. It was very expensive, but the common people were not allowed to use it. They had to use very poor quality of bread. Now there was not such a differentiation, equality. Now all the people would use similar kind of bread. That is what equality of bread. Okay. Way of addressing was changed. What is this way of addressing? Do you know? What people used to do in the beginning, they were the people of the first and second estate were addressed as sir or ma'am. Okay, but now they all had to be called or addressed as citizen. Now all the people became equal. Equality before law was introduced by Robespierre. Have you got it now? Okay, the next step he took was, what was that? Churches were shut down and their buildings were converted to the barracks or offices. Their biggest enemies were the churches. Why? Because church also levied a tax from them. What was the name of the tax? Tithe. Tithe was levied by the church, and these people did not like the church and its activities. So what did they do? First of all, they turned against the rulers, then the nobles. Now they turned against the church, and the churches were shut down and the buildings were converted as the barracks. Barracks means the army training centers, or it was converted as the government offices. These many policies were adopted by Napoleon. Okay, because of all these reasons, that period is referred as the Reign of Terror. What is the period? 1793 and 94. And what was the result? Do you know? Robespierre pursued his policies so relentlessly that even his supporters began to demand moderation. The people who supported Robespierre also wanted some moderation, some relaxation. They also got a fear in their mind that what Robespierre is going to do next. They had a doubt in that. So what did they do? They demanded for a moderation. Okay, so finally what was done? He was convinced by a court in July 1794 arrested, and on the next day he also was guillotined. He also was executed. Clear now? Now the story came to an end. Convention, that is over now. Now we are moving to the next form of government in France. It was a continuous process. Now the convention came to an end, and the other form of government was selected or was formed, and that form of government is called as directory. Now let us learn what was directory. Wealthier middle class seized power after the fall of convention. Now convention fell. Jacobin club, it was completely fell down. Robespierre was guillotined. This was opportunity for the wealthier middle class, the middle class who were rich and prosperous. What did they do? They seized power, they captured power during this occasion. And what did they do? A new constitution was introduced by them, and the right to vote was denied to all non-propertied sections. Okay, what did they do? They introduced a constitution. And what did they do? In that constitution, the right to vote was denied to all the non-propertied sections. Now, the non-propertied sections, the people who were not the owners of property owners, they did not have the right to vote like the previous time. The people who were the property owners, they only had the right to vote. Okay, as of the situation of 1791, the same was implemented by the directory. And what did they do? Allowed for the formation of 2 elected legislative councils. Now this constitution allowed for the formation of elected legislative councils. There were 2 legislative councils formed through the process of election, and from that committee there was an appointment of 5 members as executive, which came to be called as the directory. Okay, now committee was formed by the wealthier middle class. They had formed 2 legislative councils through the election, and from those 2 legislative councils, what happened? They appointed a group of 5 members. Okay, 5 members were appointed, and these 5 members, they were the executive. This executive came to be called as directory. Another form of government was formed there in France. It ensured the distribution of powers. Why the directory was formed, do you know? First of all, Louis XVI was a monarch, created problem to the people. Then Jacobin Club, Convention, Robespierre was also like a dictator. All the powers were handled by himself. This time, the wealthier middle class got an idea that they formed a group of people so that power would not be centered in only one hand. It would be divided among these 5 members. Clear now? So it was made as a precaution so that nothing will happen in the future. But what happened? The directory often clashed with the legislative, elected legislative council, and finally it was dismissed. Directory also was a failure because there were too many clashes. Often there were clashes. It was very common between the directory and the elected councils, the legislative councils. Finally, the legislative councils dismissed the directory. Now there is nobody to rule the France. So this political instability paved the way for the rise of Napoleon, a military dictator. Napoleon Bonaparte, you might have heard about him. This instability, first monarchy, then convention, then directory, these many changes, frequent changes within a period of 10 years, that paved the way for the rise of Napoleon, who was a military dictator. Right? We are going to wind up, but before winding up, I will tell you some more things. What were they? Legacy of French Revolution. Though a lot of changes could not be made in France, but there were some changes which were brought in France, which were the ideals for the world. What were they? The ideals of freedom, equality before law, liberty, and fraternity remained inspiring ideals that motivated political movements in France and rest of Europe in the following centuries. You'll learn it in class 10th also. These ideals, the French revolutionaries brought forward different ideals. What were they? Freedom, equality, liberty, fraternity, then abolition of censorship. A lot many ideals and ideas were brought forward by the French revolutionaries, and all these ideals became inspiring ideals which motivated large number of people in France as well as the rest part of the Europe. Our country also was inspired, our leaders also were inspired while we made our constitution. This freedom, equality, liberty, justice, all these things have been adopted from the French Revolution. This is what the legacy of French Revolution. Though they could not make lot of changes, so many changes in France, yet they could inspire the people of France as well as people all over the world. Now we have come to the end of the chapter. Sorry, end of this part. Chapter is not completed. There will be one more part to complete the chapter. Let us revise what did we learn today. We learned these topics only. We saw France abolished monarchy and they became a republic. How was it done? That you know? How was it done? And activities, political activities, then Jacobin Club, then convention. Yes or no? Yes. Then reign of terror. Convention, the period when Robespierre ruled France, that period is known as the reign of terror. It was destroyed, it fell down. Afterwards what happened? Directory ruled France. Then Napoleon Bonaparte came into power. That we will not study this year. We will learn about Napoleon Bonaparte and his administrative changes in class 10th. Okay, so shall we wind up today? Right? I expect that you have understood. If not, what should do? What should you do? You should go through the video twice or thrice. Then you will understand. Otherwise, you can talk to me. Okay? Okay, winding up. Signing off. As usual, what should you do? You should stay at home so that you can stay safe and take care of yourself. Okay? Bye.